Good morning and welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Boardman. If you are coming through, please do let me know, whether it's a like, whether you want to comment, whether you can relate to this, whether this helps you in some way, shape or form. So I want to talk a little bit about how you can be a little bit more effective in your professional role. Now, I'm always talking about the elite operator mindset and how we conduct ourselves and trying to build up this elite operator unconscious mindset so that everything we do is parallel with the standards of an elite operator. Now, for you, an elite operator, you might have this visualization of someone that is an elite operator. For me, I always think it's kind of like the special forces type soldier, okay, meticulous, disciplined, clinical, straight-lined, focused on mission, undeterred, unbreakable. So for you, that elite operator could look like anything. So when you create that personality and all of the actions that come along with that, you suddenly raise your game. Now, what I want to talk about is called the kill zone. Now, one of the biggest problems that I hear from entrepreneurs, from business owners, from people in their careers is they struggle when they're at work in terms of productivity and time. Now, I created the kill zone because it is like literally killing it at work. It's a period of time where you will be supremely focused and productive. And it takes place from 9 o'clock in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon, and is broken down into two sections. Section 1 is from 9 o'clock to 10:30, and section 2 is from 11 o'clock to 12:30. That is 90 minutes of uninterrupted, undisturbed, complete and utter focused work on your biggest priority. Now, this is the beauty. It doesn't matter if you run your own business, whether you work for somebody else, you can still implement this. And if you're a boss, if you're a CEO, if you're a leader and you run your business, don't have fucking meetings at 9 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock during the most productive time of the day. It baffles me how corporate companies end up doing this. And you'll end up falling further and further behind with work. So at 9 o'clock, we go all in. Now, what is key and essential to this is making sure that you know what your priorities are at the weekend. Now, for me, I actually plan the following week on a Friday. All right, so that means that most of my planning is done, ready for a review on a Sunday night, ready to go in for the week. It means that I'm not thinking about what I have to do next week. It means that that little chip in my brain, that elite operator part of my brain has clarity about what's happening. So I know the top 3 things that I want to achieve for the week. This just decompresses the feeling of overwhelm, the feelings of stress, the feelings of frustration, the feelings of uncertainty, all of those feelings that create and play havoc with our work-life balance. We then take that plan and we look at the number 1 priorities that we have to focus on. So those number 1 priorities we're going to get done and we're going to focus on in the kill zone. Now, you've got 5 days, Monday to Friday, let's say for example, and you've got a deep work session 1 and a deep work session 2. It doesn't mean that you have to try and complete that task in one day, because then you're again heaping too much pressure on yourself. You're breaking the week into small micro outcomes. And by achieving small micro outcomes, you end up completing your task by the end of the week instead of having 10 cups half full, instead of being distracted by other minor, insignificant jobs that really don't benefit you or your job role or your business. You have that elite operator focused, and you focus on the kill zone, you focus on those outcomes, you focus on what you prioritized, and everything is in alignment. Now, why am I giving you this information? In terms of improving your work-life balance, I truly believe that if we get the work that we need to get done, it helps us relax more when we get towards the very end of the working day. We go to the wrap-up phase and we slip into the personal mode. One of the reasons I feel work-life balance is so poor for so many people is because too many people have the cups half full. We're never completing jobs. We're constantly thinking about what's next. Whereas if we have the clarity from the Friday planning, the Sunday confirmation, the killer zone, productivity work sessions, we feel like we're accomplishing. We feel like we're in control. We feel like we have consistency. And we feel like we have clarity. And that means we can do other things like go and work out, go for our run, journal, listen to podcasts, spend time with the wife and the kids in the garden without having to think what you've got to do. It brings a sense of achievement. It brings a sense of vision and control and understanding about yourself and your work methods. What I usually have later on in the afternoon is what's called the wrap-up session. So from 12:30 to 1:30 is lunch break. We need that to come out of that intensity of the kill zone work time. Now, the wrap-up time is when you should be having your meetings, is when you've got to do your creative stuff, is when you've got to do your emails. Don't even look at your emails until 1:30. Because if you're looking at your emails between 8:30 and 9 and you get some dickhead or you get some trash talking email or you get some stress, that's going to affect how you work between 9 and 12:30. I don't look at my emails till 1:30. And then I get in touch with everybody. Okay, it's the wrap-up session is where we do all the second priorities. The morning is where we kill the priority, where we're on top of our game. It's where work-life balance is really created, so that you can leave the office without that intensity, without that stress of worrying what's going on. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Let me know if this is going to help. I want you to go away and try and implement it. So let me know in the comments below. If you struggle with work-life balance, if you're struggling with overwhelm in terms of time management at work, not really focusing on finishing one project or going from one project that's half finished to another project that's half finished, are those struggles that you're having, is this going to be able to help you? Okay, I hope that helps. I hope you have an amazing day. I look forward to reading the comments later. Oh, and if you haven't signed up to our 5-day Fire It Up challenge, you are mental. It's free. The only investment is your time and your energy. I help you massively, especially with what I'm talking about here in terms of controlling your time, your energy, having more clarity, having more consistency, having more control. Okay, we've helped over 10,000 guys on this. Get your ass on it. The link is up on here on my bio somewhere on this post. Have a great day.